tell, like, if it's... Wow. It's going today. That's a plastic bottle. I don't care about that. Oh, this little stream down here should be nice. Ah, it's cooler in here too. I hate these stupid gumballs though. Somebody just blow them off the path. A top.
First that was atop the rooftop reindeer paws, which is not how that song goes.
I think atop of Old Smoky, which is also not how that song goes. Top cake. Icing? Candles?
Cake is alive.
It's a little cool over here.
That's
Nice.
probably less humid than it has been for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. And just having the water running at a decent speed really helps. A top cake on I want some cake too. But not like the crappy cakes you get. Yeah, we might, but yeah, I don't like good cake though. But yeah, I was thinking of stopping by the grocery store on the way back, getting some.
And we have a actual
Straight talk.
Something happened in this stream. It's a stream. Yes. Stream.
And this was all like, there were all sorts of battles between Native American people and everybody else out here.
Like how there also might be something buried under the sticks over there.
Yeah, it is. Something kind of funky.
To find the raccoon queen graffiti again so I can send it to my friend.
It's new.
Yeah. over there won't be tilting to one side.
Smells good. Peppers. That way, I guess. Taste.
I have to cut them a slice of the
They are really into the cake. Oh, I can't bake a cake at home because we don't have an oven, but that's true. I managed to get a hold of my doctor's office. Oh, they wanted like a letter about moose.
No, I know that.
So I actually managed to get a hold of my doctor's office, which has been really hard lately, but I called and left them a message yesterday and I actually called back today. And she's like, what can I help you with? And I'm like, this, and this. And she's like, that's weird. People are normally like, oh, it's a service dog, it's a service dog. I'm like, I know, but you know, Housing and Urban Development says that they can ask for a letter, and she's like, yeah, we've done it before, that's just really weird. And I'm like, I know, whatever. Like, I understand.
Yeah, no,
I understand that people like to say their pets are service animals, and, you know, hopefully it should be in my records because I have talked to about my doctor a few times and she seems like she's not incompetent, so hopefully I should have it in my records already.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I just like, she was like, that's weird. I'm like, yeah.
I get it. I mean, I understand.
No, I completely understand. It's just that most places, like, don't bother to ask for it because they're just like, okay, whatever. And I mean, the thing is, if the animal turns out to be a problem later, they might be like, this is clearly not a service animal.
Yeah.
But, you know. But no, I mean, I completely understand it. I get it. It was just it's just a weird little thing that, like, it's been so hard to get a hold of the doctor's office. I was like, oh my god, am I going to be able to get this in 2 weeks? You know, can I?
Too, depending on which house we move into.
Yeah, I mean, it may be possible that, like, the second one,
the other one has
whoever owns it just might not care or might be like, whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
They're in Cali right now, so it's lovely.
Yeah.
I kind of like the second house a lot more than the first
Yeah, me
one.
too. And that's what we told the agent.
Yeah,
It hasn't been put on the market yet, so I mean, it may be easy. They may just be like, yeah. Do it, get them in there as fast as you can just so we don't have to spend any more money. And, you know, she knows Daddy's a maintenance guy, and so hopefully she'll be like, yeah, they'll, you know,
do their own stuff.
Whatever needs to be fixed, they'll do it. You know, they can deal with the trees and shit.
And
fix the fence and, you know, clear the backyard and whatever. Yeah. So hopefully. And I did get a message on here the other night that said second choice 0 competition scene.
That's
and I'm like, cool.
I also went ahead and I did another spell being like, we're going to get the second house.
I marked it on my phone as house that we want. I like dropped a pin there because I'm like, shit, I don't have any, I forgot to take any pins. So I like dropped a virtual pin. I'm like, house you want.
No, I've been doing my
guys, this one please, like, tomorrow.
And the thing is, it seems like, that house also seemed a lot more just feeling
Receptive.
welcoming and
Yeah.
receptive. Yeah. And like the first test was like welcoming as well, but the second one was just like I think it's mostly the fireplace. It has.
Well, it was
good
just like we all
energy.
pulled in. We're like, oh yeah, this is it. This one.
Also, I'm sorry. I'm still gushing over the lantern.
There's
lights
two little.
outside.
Those are really nice.
Well, okay, the thing is, I really like the ones that are on the bank up here too. They have those really pretty, like, kind of fire-like lanterns
This
out
is
there.
where the crystal matrix
and
is
I
coming
absolutely
out of
adore
the.
the way it looks. I
stuff
like
here.
people. I'm like, oh my god! I was like, guys, they have lantern lights. It's the first thing I took a picture of. I'm like, look, look, they're so cool.
Yeah, this
Like,
is
they're
the
really
quartz crystal matrix that these quartz are all growing from here. And the red clay. Well, it's not red clay, it's yellow clay. Real clay. Ooh, that's a nice chunk right there. Nice piece of that smoky right there. It's nice and dark.
Wash it off in the water,
Yeah.
but not the person who's holding the phone because
No,
it's
because
gonna
that could be
escape the
bad.
disaster.
Yeah, it's a nice mix of quartz in here.
Everything.
Yeah, you can get, sometimes you can get really good
I
crystals
need
out of
some
the...
just in general, 'cause I don't have any right now. And I might as well get some before I have to set up my altar again, because it's all in the box right now anyway.
Yeah. No,
So it'd be a lot more convenient to just
I don't see like a good place sticking out here, but sometimes you'll see just, there'll be a bunch of the just like completely formed, you know, crystals that you can mount on a necklace, like nice little spiky ones. But this might be too far, this looks like a little too far from the actual matrix. You'd probably have to dig in a little bit to find that. Yeah. I always liked finding places like this where the crystal's coming out of the ground.
I like the big chunks of rock a lot, but they're hell to carry around.
Yeah, I know.
When we went back to the woods of the school, we found where I found 2 huge chunks of quartz, and I just.
Reply to what?
Do you want to check the word bank? I might have missed something. No.
Yeah. On top cake, on straight talk, taste, scope, reply. And then
We're gonna get a
hang on,
reply
this
to
is
like the
stupid.
house thing. That
Give me
might
a
be what it's
second.
referring to, because we were talking
It might
about
be.
that. And Daddy gets a
sorry, I
text or
had
something.
sometimes the word list takes. Ah!
I'm not sure. Close it out and then.
There we go. I got it. Reply to what, sweetie? Like a reply for our inquiry about the house, or a reply to us? Because you haven't really asked any questions except talking about cake, which is
And
cool.
We'll get a cake once we go home.
Yeah, there's no cake out here. And I'm covered with pollen. Of course I am. I have a bug crawling on me. What are you? Oh, hello!
What do you have crawling at you?
It's an ant carrying
Oh.
another ant. Alright. You guys. I think there was one crawling on me and the other one went and grabbed it.
Get off of that thing.
Yeah. Big harvester ants. That's nice.
The other day I saw a dragonfly just kind of chilling on the mesh of the porch in the middle of the day. Which like isn't super weird, but just it was interesting because I knew it was a dragonfly because it had the shape of a dragonfly. Or not dragonfly, firefly. Lightning bug.
Oh, there's another one on me. Ah! Where'd he
He's on the
go?
ground.
Okay, he just jumped off. Alright. Ah! This isn't a
Ant
tree.
lady.
This isn't a tree at all. That's pretty down there. Fall over. I don't want to walk through that brush though. I've already had plenty of bugs on me and I've only been here for a few minutes.
Reply professional.
Yeah.
That could mean what we were talking about. but it also could mean something else.
Who knows? Let's give it a while.
Yeah.
It is working.
I'll just speculate what things are going on. That's how it all goes.
Gee, I could turn the radio function on. We
Oh
could
my
hear.
God.
I hate that. I'm
thing
like,
is,
how can you
okay.
people even listen to this? Like, even assuming it worked, I wouldn't be able to listen to that.
I kind of
That just,
understand.
oh my god.
But you have to have, like, a really good spirit box. And not just one that picks up radio signals.
Yeah, sure.
Because half the time if you're going to hear voices, it's going to be like...
It just scans
News or
rapidly
something.
between stations, yeah, and I'm like,
Music.
just an actual white noise box, maybe. It drives me crazy. I can't stand it.
Yeah. Maybe think about the static drink. Well, it's funny because Shai was like, oh, I can get stuff from the vending machine with my card. Do you guys want anything? I'm like, I want some. I want to try this. And he's like, okay, I'll get it for you. He's like, here, can I try some? I'm like, yeah, sure. And he's like, that tastes like static.
Like it does
does.
indeed.
Yeah. That's what we refer to as the static drink now.
Oh, it's really pretty through here.
I also realized that if we do move into that house, that we can let Moose out and just kind of let him be outside without having to watch over him.
Yeah,
the
it's
gate,
got the backyard.
which would be nice. We have to clear most of the ivy up first. That's not an issue. It's just lots of pulling it up.
Yeah, no.
Look, you see a frog
can fix
in the
that.
water.
Aw.
See him swimming. He'll keep the code. Tiny bubbles.
Well, if that's not a place to dip your tootsies in, I don't know what is.
What?
Oh, that's just the perfect spot for putting your feet in or sitting down there when it's
Yeah, well,
hot.
it's also like there's a spring somewhere up here, so it's cold.
Yeah. The ghosts are not impressed with the nature view. Ooh.
That hasn't the tree's been like broken, I guess.
What do you
recently.
see?
You see, there are the ant holes here. What do you see? What do you see?
Have you gone up the goblin tree? No. No, I don't want to walk through. Oh my god. Okay, now I'd go up to that.
I'd go there too. Yeah. Oh, I watched Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh.
Finally. Because I have the Netflix
Get a
account,
buggy.
and I was like, I'm gonna watch
We've got
it 'cause I
Pan's
should.
Labyrinth somewhere. Like, we have a fancy DVD of it and everything. Oop. I got it when we were working at Diego's. Like, this damaged case or whatever, so.
Yeah. I just watched it on Netflix. That was good.
Yes. Odd.
Yeah. Well, I liked a lot of it because it kind of also gave the idea of like what more traditionally Spanish and Mexican fairy tales were, like how the fairies were more so bug-like for a bit.
Yeah.
And I really like that because that's not something you see in a lot of like typical American media. And I like learning
No,
about
it's
other-
a really nice movie. Unfortunately, it was overhyped as
Yeah.
being like super scary and groundbreaking, and people watch it and it's like, okay, the visuals are really weird, but it's not super scary.
I mean, I guess if you're like squirmish to gore, it is, or could be, but
Yeah, I feel like that was one that they hyped it way too much, and
oh, I also really like.
so it wound up being
the
kind of disappointing.
Still almost style art of the baby eater dude.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool. I just liked a lot of the like.
No, like the visuals
Houses and
are
aesthetics.
awesome.
I thought they were really pretty.
Just the way that they talked about it
Mhm.
hyped the wrong elements of it, I
Mhm.
think.
God, I saw a
Graveyard.
ad. Well, I mean,
Well, you're not really wrong. Jonathan?
I saw an ad for one of those.
Is this where your legs are? No.
Do you remember those like bump clips that women would put in their hair to like?
Oh,
I saw like
yes.
one of the early 2000s ads early for one of those.
Oh no.
And like, I was like, do you remember this? I'm like, oh God, like if you remember.
I wish I didn't.
Like it was the one where it's like, and then people in comments were like, is this the beginning of the Karen hairstyle?
Oh no.
But yeah, I was like, oh my God, I remember that ad.
I don't want to walk up that stupid nasty hill.
Walk up that way.
Yeah. Slightly less stupid nasty hill. Okay, if you want us to go anywhere.
Give us directions. I don't want to walk down that road over that bridge again. That's
Yeah, no, we're putting a kibosh on going down that road. Both it's hot. We got time limitations. I don't know how much gas is in the car. It's hot and that road is fucking creepy, dude.
Yeah,
Man, we both had to come home and like do a billion
it's not
herbal
even
cleansings
just
on
that,
ourselves
it's
after
also
that.
Shy watching. It's like, oh my God, I can't continue watching this. I feel like I'm gonna dissociate watching this.
Yeah, it's like no, we're still recovering from our last
Adventure.
excursion down that way, so we ain't gonna go down there no mo right now.
Yeah.
Go down again, but we need to have like crystals glued all over the car. Just be like burning copious amounts of incense. We're like driving down the road and just like fumigating with sage.
Tattoo gun and tattoo a bunch of sigils, or like
Oh, God.
those fake like temporary tattoo.
Just draw,
markers.
yeah.
And
Just draw sigils all
tattoo
over us.
everywhere.
Gee, that wouldn't be weird at all.
And then we probably would break the car with that.
Oh my god.
We'd get stranded on the bridge.
Yes.
And so then the ambulance would, or like not.
And then we wouldn't have any
tow truck would
phone.
come
No,
up.
we wouldn't have any phone
No.
service, so we'd have to walk out of there.
And then the tow truck would come on, and since that bridge is rickety, it'd break, and we'd lose the car.
No, we'd have to walk somewhere we have service, and by the time the guy got there, the car would just be gone.
Oh my God.
The bridge would be gone. We'd be like, it's on the bridge. He'd be like, what bridge? We'd be like, no, come here. We'll walk you down to... Son of a...
My car was there! No, but it's also really weird that if you look on Google Maps, they don't go over that bridge. They turn around and go back up. And that bridge was
Even
there.
the Google people know how to drive down that damn bridge. We're just stupid.
We found what they wanted us to find.
Yeah.
It's just not what we wanted to find.
That's not the way we wanted to find it. There's that weird hill area
Yeah.
over there. Do you want to go back over there? Like, I would suggest walking up that way if we do.
Okay, no, it's the same angle it was before. We can
Yeah, let's go around this side. Yeah. So this is back where there's just some weird stuff that
energy field up here that feels like death.
really was not here before.
I remember the road being here, but I swear to God, it was pointing up that way.
It wasn't like that,
was
though.
pretty
No, there was a
straight
road
up.
back there, but it wasn't like that. That's there's a lot of stuff around here. It's like, oh yeah, there's a road, there's an intersection. It's like, well, it looks like if you look at the names on the roads, it's the right intersection. But if you look at the pictures, you're like, no, wait, what? No, wait, no, what? But.
It's not what it left. The
This
whole,
is not right
the
at
whole
all.
thing where we're going over and like.
Where did all those
looking at
houses
the
go?
cover.
Where did all these houses come from? There's a fucking pond
I
here.
very vividly remember there being
Why are the
like,
satellite photos taken 2 months ago
Yeah,
different than
really
the
weird.
thing
But
right
the
now?
toll booth things, like on that road, I swear to God,
Jail?
there were the.
Toll booths.
You know the like handle things or the handle
Oh, yeah.
I forgot those were up on the hill. Up there. Where the lines were. But they're lines
Historic jail in Watkinsville? Winterville. I'm sorry, not Watkinsville. Winterville is where we were the other day. The historic jail.
Now. Yeah. Or Comer. Comer has a old jail area.
Yeah, but I mean, that one, the one in Winterville still is like, it's still dressed up as the old jail.
Yeah.
It doesn't just have like a jail sign on it. Like, oh, it's some, city building
Maybe
now.
at
But...
some point, I mean not at some point, when the
And-
Marigold Festival goes on, we can go into that
Oh, yeah.
old doctor museum that has the doctor stuff. His daddy was mentioning that. And since we're going to live out there, we can go to this. I was also gushing to my friends about how we're going to be able to have like fresh fruits and stuff from the farmer's market. So that's going to be nice. And fresh eggs, oh my god.
Okay, you want to walk all the way up to the top here? Or you just want to... Fuck it, it's hot up there.
So
Yeah.
hot up there.
No, you're right.
I respect him.
I want to get over off of the pavement so it's not quite so hot.
Yeah.
Russell, the bushes. Ooh.
Some people are talking about the knot deer recently.
What's a not deer?
Huh?
What's a not deer? It's not a deer.
It's something that kind of looks like a deer, but something's wrong about it. Like one of those cryptids, kind of. Where
Oh.
you look at it and you can tell something's wrong.
Ow.
A lot of people say they have like way too long of teeth, like jaws and sharper teeth. The eyes are wrong. But
Okay,
yeah,
every time I hear about something like that, I just think like somebody saw a perfectly normal animal and freaked the fuck out about it. Yeah, you want? I was gonna give you these, but
Oh.
well, it's too late now. I'm already eating them. Steel?
I mean, yeah.
Steel, like the metal. Ooh, there's more down here.
Oh my god, we should plant a blackberry bush in the backyard of that house.
I don't know if it gets enough sun. I think blackberries need like a shit ton of sun. I was just worrying about my rose cuttings.
Oh,
Like,
we
I
need to
don't
run
know
down
if
to
that-
Grandpa's house at some point too and go into the arena because they're everywhere down there.
Do what?
The old arena has blackberries everywhere.
Oh, right.
Go down and get some at some point.
Yeah.
And pick any. Isn't there sweeter?
Yeah,
Much.
if they get more sun, they'll be sweeter.
But
That's one of the things, like, sometimes they'll grow in shade, but the berries are real small and kind of bitter.
it's not worth it out there.
Yeah.
I'm hoping my cactus will do okay back there. He should.
Well, things like that, you can get a plant and, like, grow them inside.
True.
Yeah.
It's one of those small terrarium cacti anyway, so it's kind of like it'll be fine in lower light anyway. And it's a cactus.
Yeah.
They're hard to kill. Very, very hard to kill.
June.
Yes, it is June. Or that could be a name. But
Oh my god, it's one of the names of the people on the Munch Snark forum. Them on the Illness Fakers people.
oh my god.
Her name is June, and she just complains about everything. That's just like her thing.
Her illness is being a bitch.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, can you hold this for a minute?
Yes, I can.
She claims to have all sorts of random, like, things wrong with her, like, physically and mentally.
I'm sorry, you can see my hand
But-
tremors.
I know, and a lot of times me too.
No,
But
I can see the camera shaking.
She
in my
refuses to
hand.
go to a doctor because she says that getting diagnosed will lead to withholding care, so she'll die.
What?
Yeah, I don't even
Complete
fucking
opposite of
know.
getting why you get a diagnosis.
I know. I don't even know. I mean, she read something. Sorry, June is a they. June wants to be called it. but everyone is like, no, you can't. No, you do realize that aside from being like incredibly offensive, it cannot refer to a human. Like literally, in the literal definition of literally, as in pertaining to literature, as in like the way the language works, it cannot refer to a human being. Sorry.
Well, okay, my
doesn't
thing
work
with,
that way.
like, people who want to use it is that it makes me feel like I'm dehumanizing and like offending
Exactly.
them, regardless of like
That's
if they
like
want to be called
it's
that.
offensive to, you know, a lot of people who groups that have been called it in the past. It's offensive to people who are not assholes and who don't call other humans by a pronoun that is specifically means not human. It's just not cool. But yeah, but anyway, June wants to be called it, and that doesn't go over very well. But also just like, I don't know, they crowdfunded a couple super fancy wheelchairs, and they go around to places, and then all they do is complain about how those places aren't accessible enough.
You know what you're doing, babe? You're taking wheelchairs away from actual disabled people.
I know. Oh God, and then wants to be like part of all sort of LGBTQ whatever activism, but says that the like whatever rallies and shit are never held in places that are accessible enough because parks have bumpy grass.
The rally,
And then,
LGBT
like,
rights are held literally in downtown Athens, which is like one of the most accessible places.
Well, that's the thing, is a lot of the places are accessible.
On streets. They're not held in parks. They're held like,
Yeah,
on
here.
streets, and they block
Yes.
everything off.
Yeah, but no, but apparently it's not accessible enough. And then when the people who are running the events are like, so how can we make this more accessible to you? June says that it's offensive to ask people how to help them without offering them money for their input.
What?
Yeah, so
That's
basically
bullshit.
June wants to be paid to tell people how to whatever. Yeah, so June just complains a lot. And so every time I see June on there, I'm like, no, not June. Sorry, I missed the last word. I'm not going to load the word listings to take 45 hours, but waist, W-A-I-S-T, like around your middle.
My friends and I played a game of, there's a game called Scribblio, which is basically like Pictionary, but on a computer.
Right.
And oh my god, it was one of the funnest things I've done. We had two quote-unquote teams. We were all separate, but we joked about how we have the illiterate team and the team who can't draw. Because, okay, the funny thing is, like, 3 out of 4 of us, and then Shy left, so it was all 3 of us, are, like, semi-professional artists. We're good at drawing, and we could take commissions if we so chose. And I'm so bad at drawing on that, and I got made fun of so much.
It's different.
It is, but it was all in fun, of course. Because they're also, you know, digital artists. It was really fun, though. One of my friends kept drawing, M kept drawing those, like, super, you know, like the cringy anime style you were talking about.
The
L-A-B.
Lamb of God. Wait, Jesus is the Lamb of God. Jesus is the Lamb of God. Jesus est a Lammo.
Lammo.
A God. Dios. Over.
I saw a video the other day of someone who worked at a Mexican restaurant talking about how, like, white people who cannot speak Spanish will come in and try and, like, speak in bad Spanish they can't understand. And there's like, you can just talk to me in English, you know, right? And the quay?
Way.
Like, what? Why would I talk to you in English? Dude, your Spanish is so bad I can't understand what you're saying.
2 quesadillas, please.
Quesadillas.
Drink.
Drink machine.
Drink. I don't know. I'm losing track of the words here because they're going kind of slow and my brain is Not good like that. So I record this shit.
I hate how the field almost looks like it's in like chest patches because of like the light
Yeah.
colored on it. I don't like that.
No, sir. I don't like it.
I was looking at the reviews
Pecans.
of the school if we'd move out there, and they're pretty good. It's
Out of Clark Central?
he
That's
was
Clark
saying
Central,
we'd
isn't
end
it?
up going to Cedar Shoals.
Oh, yeah. No, Cedar Shoals is fine.
He was saying I looked at some websites and it's 5, which is under Madison County, but like by 1.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But that's the one that Dad went to, so I'm assuming that since it's in the same area.
Yeah, no, Cedar Shoals should be fine.
But I was looking at
Of
reviews,
course.
I do want to.
You gotta remember Daddy went to high school like a million years ago.
No, I know.
Back before the icebergs rolled away and exposed the Great Lakes.
No, but I've been checking like the reviews of the school, make sure I'm comfortable
Yeah.
going to it, like, because if I'm not, I mean it's Athens, we could switch to another high school.
Yeah.
But I want to make sure that
No,
I'm
there are other
comfortable
school
going to the
options, and I mean,
school.
there's, I mean, homeschooling too. If you want to do that, it's just for someone who has some issues
Well, it's
with
not. I think mostly my
ADD.
issues with the homeschool for like.
that one sucked ass.
Yeah, it was mainly that
Yeah.
Connexus was really bad, and the Madison County homeschooling wasn't horrible, but like the teachers wouldn't respond to us and wanted to
Yeah.
ask questions
Woo,
and
that's
stuff.
so nice.
And a lot of the other things were like for example, the drama tech class. We couldn't do that on online school because we
Yeah,
have to be there in the
it's drama
classroom
tech.
to do our stuff because we don't have most of our materials at home.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
most of them
that's
weren't bad. I just
understandable.
got on and like they were like, yeah, here. A lot of them started being like, okay, I have this thing, check in or whatever to gauge your attendance because you guys don't want to be on the camera and that's completely fine. So check here and then go do your work. And I basically finished my work in like 2 or 3 hours
That's
just
cool.
doing it on the computer.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean,
I didn't mind the online
if it
schools
works for you,
like
then we
that.
could definitely. You
We'll
know,
have to
we'll just have to
see-
see where we're gonna be.
Yeah, and how the online schools
And,
go
uh,
out there. Blue Jay. The Cardinal.
Yeah, like I know the Georgia K through 12 is supposed to be pretty decent, but it's a pain in the butt to get into.
I did check too of that school. I'm guessing in most of Athens, since it's in the same school system, starts August 3rd,
Okay.
which isn't bad. I think Madison County starts the 5th, but we might have very well gotten out later than them anyway. And also, Madison County always moves.
Yeah, the schools are usually off. They tend to
Well,
stagger
Okay,
by
Madison
like a
County
week or
also
two.
always starts like on a Thursday or a Friday. Like that's something for the past couple of years they've been doing consistently. It started the last day of the
Ooh,
week.
That wind is nice.
And I don't think that's what the Athens schools are doing.
I don't even know.
But we will have like a month or so.
Yeah, now I'll be able to
after
figure
we
out
move
what's
to
going on.
see, go through and check everything, see what's good. But most of the Athens schools have pretty good reviews. It's like the Montessori school has great reviews. Like, yeah, I'd imagine the Montessori school has great reviews, but we're
Private
poor.
schools are a little different. Yeah. Yeah, no, we definitely cannot afford.
They were saying that the food is bad
At Montessori? Oh, I
Not at
remember.
Montessori.
Okay.
at the other schools, but
Oh, you can take your own.
that's what I was
lunch if it's
saying.
really
I'm just at that
nasty.
point. Well, especially if we're gonna live near a farmers market again, and we're gonna
Oh,
have
that's
working
true. You can just take
stuff,
whatever you want.
I can just make my own food and go.
Yeah.
Or
that's
hell,
true.
I could go to McDonald's or something because there's McDonald's close to our house.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of stuff right up there. There's like Walmart right down the road
Yeah.
too.
Food is not going to be an issue.
That's
there.
pretty close to Thistle and Erica's house too.
Hey guys, parents aren't home. I know I'm an adult.
I'm sure they wouldn't care if you
Wouldn't, but
went and hung out with them for a while.
I'm perfectly fine with being in a house.
Yeah, I think you
myself.
can be alone.
I really do. Well, also I should probably be there for the animals anyway if y'all aren't there just in case something happens.
That's true.
I'd much rather be there when something happens.
Yeah.
Call somebody instead of just
Finding out later.
yeah. And like Dad said, it was like maybe a mile and a half or so off of the bus route.
Yeah, no, it's
So I
not
can
that
walk
bad.
home anyway. really, really like that we're like so close to like the main part of Winterville, though. Just being able to walk and go to the farmers market and stuff is nice.
Yeah.
In the park, because if my friends come over, we can go and hang out in an actual park area. Oh, it'd be
Yeah, so come on, guys, get us that house. 'Cause that's
lovely
all
to
we
be near
want.
an actual playground.
We gotta move. We don't want to, but we gotta move. They sold that house, not to us. That would have been nice.
That would have been lovely, but they did it without our consent as well.
Oh, whatever. It's their property, unfortunately.
I'm more so annoyed that they're being shady about it.
But they waited until like kind of the last
'cause even I was
minute
telling my friends
legally.
what actually happened, because I wasn't sure for a while because y'all weren't. I'm like, yeah, so apparently like they're deciding they're gonna tear it down, yada yada, and my friends are like, yeah, that's less shady than what you thought happened, but that's still really shady.
It's still weird, yeah. Well, I mean, I'd imagine they got offered a really good amount from the people who built the apartment complex and were just like, there's no way anybody's going to pay this for this house, and they don't want to do, I mean, I don't understand, they don't want to fix the house up. I get it. That house is like about to need a hell of a lot of maintenance to keep it going.
Like that wall could just fall in, and the ceilings
Oh yeah, no, there's just all sorts of shit that needs to be done in that house. And I mean, it's,
and the ceilings are already bad. The fans aren't great.
Yeah, and I mean, they knew they had water leaking in the roof for a long time, so God only knows what kind of actual damage is up there. Yeah, no, I get it. I just really wish that they had told us, like,
before, yeah,
more than like 2 or 3 months or whatever it was. I mean, they did it in the time they were legally required to, so I mean, we can't really like have any beef with them as far as that goes. Just like, dude, if we had known about this like 2 months earlier, yeah, we would have found a place. We would have, you know, been able to pay on 2 places for like a month. And then, but no, instead we ended up, you know, well, I don't know, like the hundreds of dollars that I put into landscaping a place that you just kicked me out of right after I landscaped it. I hate you.
You better give us some goddamn credit for tearing that.
Like, I want my pet. Now they're gonna come out and be like, why are there all these huge holes in the yard? Be like, I'm taking all those kids. So, I'll take as many as I can take. I mean, really, we only need like the cannons that I have inside, because those will spread like crazy.
I'm really happy that we're gonna have a fireplace.
Yeah, no, that would be nice.
Like we're gonna move into that house, which is really nice.
Yeah, I kind of didn't have a good feeling about the first one I played. I was like, I don't know, and the second one it seems like definitely better.
I think it's nice. But
so just, yeah, come on guys, like get us that house,
kind of putting me down, but at least the neighbor's nice.
So
whoever moves in isn't gonna have an issue with her.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then we went to that, and oh my god, this is like perfect.
No, that's, yeah, a little tucked off. Well, I mean, that's pretty much everything I asked for.
Also, like,
off in the woods, working fireplace.
The rooms are bigger than my room right now, which is gonna be, like, space-wise, because my room has a weird setup right now with doors.
Yeah.
I'm thinking if we do end up moving at house, I'm going to end up, since I'm guessing I'm going to get the room with the fan, because we were talking about that, and Dad seems cool with that.
Yeah, we have the box fan we usually use, so it's not really. I like the box fan because I can get it to blow directly on me. I prefer having the overhead
fan because it also can, like, kind of move the air around and move smoke around, like incense and stuff.
Oh, hey, baby.
But I'm thinking I'm just going to end up kind of like putting a kind of a divider cloth in between where the laundry room is to my room. And I'm assuming, like, I'm not going to say y'all aren't going to knock or something before I come in, but just as a general rule, put the divider curtain up.
Nothing wrong with wanting a privacy curtain. And it lets you leave doors open and not have to worry about it.
Yeah. It's mostly just
provides some insulation.
Coming in and out fairly often, and there's other stuff in there. And I'd much rather kind of just have my own space regardless.
Yeah, no. Put a sheet over there. Bead curtain or whatever.
Bead curtain.
We used to have bead curtains.
No,
Then we got cats.
I had purple bead curtains. And they got tangled up. They were purple.
Cats and bead curtains do not go well together.
Oh god, imagine Ringo with a bead curtain.
Oh dude. We coming in, he'd just be like completely tangled up and it hanging there.
Yeah, very sadly. And he'd go, I need to find it. I need a food compensation.
He'd just look at you and
choke at you. No, he'd get out and he'd be like, I need food compensation.
Oh, yes.
Now.
Relics.
Like the
Been
crystal
sitting
up
on
there.
drink for a while, and now it just said relics. It's waking up again. It likes it over here.
I like it over here too.
I like it over here. It's a good spot.
Be a nice place to kind of wade in the water as well if you can.
You can get in the water.
I don't have no. Well, first off, I have a wound.
You
on
got your
I have a wound on my
O.
foot. I don't think it's a good, regardless if it's like somewhat healer. I don't think it's a good idea to go into possibly dirty water with a puncture wound.
No,
That could
probably
get all
not.
infected. But also, I'm not wearing the right pants to go in water or shoes.
Michael. We don't like that name here. I know there are plenty of people, perfectly nice people named Michael. There's also one real asshole.
Took me getting through a game series in which the second main protagonist's name is Michael to get comfortable with that name again.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Like, yeah.
we know.
There's an angel, there's a cousin, and there's an asshole. And you know what they say? One bad apple ruins the bunch. What? No, they just say, that's just one bad apple. No, they don't.
Dude, you're gonna have to get off my foot. You don't want to be
Yeah.
on there.
I want to travel with you.
Oh my god. Look at him. He got on my hand instead of getting off of my shoe.
I like to.
You're very, very pretty, but you're gonna have to get off of me. Don't cry.
Oh, little carpenter ant, Jesus. Oh my god. Yeah, they're just loving us.
You smell good. You smell like tree.
Oh.
I've been told I smell like a cottage that has animals in it by my friends. I'm serious. Like, yeah, you smell like you live in the middle of the woods and have animals in your house.
Well, we generally kind of do, so alright. Not so much in the middle of the woods all the time, but
Or like you smell like
hopefully
you
it's
smell
new
like you live in a
place.
cottage in the middle of the woods. And animals.
It's
Like, I better smell
that,
like animals.
It's that, oh god, cashmere woods that I used to spray on everything.
Oh my god.
We don't have that anymore. I mean, they still make it, we just don't have any of it. I love that stuff. That's my favorite smell. Like, it smells like old
spray
books.
it on the wood paneling of the fireplace over there. Set the house on fire because it's
Yeah, let's not do
aerosol.
that.
Do not use the
No,
aerosol
you know
pan
how you
around
make
the
a house with a
fireplace.
fireplace smell good? Is you just burn
Burn
something that
wood.
smells good. Yeah.
So, no,
Get
smell
some
good. It doesn't
cedar or
burn
something in
wood.
there. Yeah, just burning wood in general is fine. I know, you get some pine or some cedar, it smells real nice.
I'm also really happy that it is a working
Success.
fireplace, and we know it is because the wood out there is
Goat.
goat.
Success goat!
We have the window toads and a success goat.
Alright, that sounds like something from iCarly, a success goat.
What do you have? A milkshake. I love how that meme's going around too.
Oh god! A smoothie. I don't feel bad at all that I still watch that when it's on. Like, once in a while I'll be like, okay, I've seen this episode like 16 times this week, I'm good, but no, I still watch it.
Because
I'm, like, 10 years old.
Episode of Billy and Mandy.
Oh, I love that one!
I do too.
The pumpkin
I was
jack.
looking for episodes, and that was the only full episode I could find on YouTube.
Oh, the server's turned off.
I don't have a computer.
Oh, so
I
you
can't
can't
get
connect to the
access to it
server
anyway.
anyway, because it hates phones.
Yeah.
Look at these guys are going.
But yeah, that was the only full episode that was on YouTube, and I watched it. I was very, very happy about it. They took all of like the super long courage off too, and copyright issues.
Yeah. Oh, it's because they've got it now. Amazon.com or somebody you can buy it and stream it or whatever, like rent it, buy it, whatever from them. So yeah, it's probably why they
Yeah.
started getting.
Well, it's full of copyright
touchy
issues
with it.
anyway. That's just.
Oh yeah, but like they usually don't bother with stuff like that. And I've noticed the older stuff until it goes up on a streaming platform. They're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, of it too is that it's kids content now.
Oh.
I am definitely a child. Don't you see? I mean, my friends would say, listen, I'm short enough to be.
Known. Known.
Success goat known. Then we know about the success goat.
Dude, it's hot. Okay, I think we're gonna go back and stop by somewhere on the way home.
Get cake.
Get cake, apparently.
When
What
they
time is
ask
it?
for something.
2:30. Yeah,
Yeah,
we head
time.
home anyway.
I don't think we're gonna be in the grocery store.
No, it
for
should not take us 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah, Dad doesn't have to pick anybody up today, so he'd have to
We're
leave
gonna
until
go
like
in.
4:30.
No?
Yeah.
You're gonna call you the other day, my friend's like, I've forgotten what all of you guys look like. Like, you've seen me for the past, like, year. How to see what I look like. And then when we were drawing, I got my, like, self-portraits of them, and they're like, oh, I forgot you had pink hair.
Well, it varies. That's.
Well, no, because it was pink when I left, and they saw me last.
Oh.
And dyed it yet again. I am thinking about kind of bleaching as a one last fuck you in the, like, bathroom. Just.
Well, you've got that splat bleach
That's
kit,
what I'm
right?
saying. I'm
Yeah.
thinking about just bleaching it, like, before we move. It'll smell like bleach.
Oh, God. Passive aggressive much there?
They deserve it. They're being shady.
They are being a little shady.
And
Well, and then like the real
that's the
estate.
worst
Well, then the
way.
realtor that we were talking to just like dropped off the face of the planet.
I know.
And I don't even know. That's what really.
She did. That's so weird.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. How the hell would he know that she wasn't returning calls unless someone finally called and was like, "Hey, this person isn't returning
Yeah.
calls." Yeah.
Bestie, I need to move out of this house.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Usually, insects itching.
Like mosquitoes.
I would imagine.
Ticks? I saw a video of this lady would put a pride flag and a bunch of the blood-sucking gnats had gotten all over it.
Oh,
Now
no.
if anybody tries to steal it, we're gonna have repercussions.
Protecting it.
People thought it was lice for a bit. It's because they're white and
But
small.
why would there be lice? That doesn't even make any sense.
That's what
They're bloodsuckers that want to live in people hair. Or animal hair if there are other kinds of mites, but no. Okay. Shuts us off.